Hey fam, today is 1 month anniversary of my surgery, and I am 31 pounds down. I should be probably more, but I had a little, got a little sidetracked with COVID, which was not fun. I went 2 years without getting COVID, and yeah, it took me down. Took me down for about 2 weeks. So in those 2 weeks, I've been very sedentary because I've been so tired and weak and all of those things. So I hit a stall regarding my weight loss, but I am 31 pounds down in a month. Still pretty significant, I would say. I feel good. I would be feeling a lot better had I not gotten COVID, but I feel good. And I am now on soft foods. So the soft foods diet. Well, let me go back a little bit. So with COVID, I lost some of my taste and smell. Not completely, but generally, like mainly, it was weird. So I didn't want to eat anything. Plus I was sick. I threw up a lot. Just unwell. And you would think that that would have made me lose, more weight during that time, but that's not how it works. My body just kind of shut down and was kind of hibernating, I guess, during that time. But I am still happy. 31 pounds feels good. I am still taking my injections. Today's the last day of taking my blood thinner injections, so I don't have to do that anymore. I do have to take my acid pill for another month. And then they just prescribed me a pill to prevent gallstones that I have to take for 2 months. I'm supposed to do a bunch of labs, just my op 4-week follow-up labs, but I hadn't taken those yet because I had COVID, and so the numbers would probably be skewed. So I'll probably do that next week. I also have a BOTOX appointment next week. Thank God. Shouldn't bleed all over the place, so that's good. I'll feel a little better. I'm starting to look old. Let me see what else. I'm getting a wax today, which I'm so happy about. So getting a leg wax and a beaver wax. I'm super excited about that, so I can start feeling less disgusting. Super stoked that I'm on the soft foods stage of this journey. So the soft foods, before I get into the details of soft foods, I'll say that eating and drinking in 2 separate sittings has been really difficult for me because I'm used to eating and then washing down whatever I'm eating with some type of liquid. If you do that with this surgery, it is mega painful, and you're filling up that space that's meant for, protein or food, preferably mainly protein, with liquids. So you're supposed to wait 30 minutes before you eat and 30 minutes after. And I've just been having a mega hard time with that. That's one thing that's been difficult for me. The other is eating too fast. So when you see 4 ounces of food on a plate, it's so small. And if you're as big as me, that 4 ounces usually is 2 bites of food and you're done, and they want you to wait it out over the course of half an hour, in which by that time your food is normally cold. So I've been having a problem with that. And if you do eat that 4 ounces too fast, it will hurt and you'll likely throw it up. And I've been doing a lot of that. So my struggles have been eating too fast and drinking with my meals. I'm getting better at it because I know no matter what, if I take that big bite of food, I'm gonna feel it coming up and I'll push it back down and I'll feel it coming up. And the only relief I will get is if I throw it up. So I don't wanna do that. So I'm trying to chill. Soft foods. Soft foods has been an easy transition for me. You can, I'll read you actually the guidelines. So soft foods with my program is 3 to 4 weeks post-op, and beverages include water, obviously, diet, sugar-free drinks, vitamin water, Crystal Light, Snapple, herbal teas. It says you may try carbonated beverages. So I have had a sip of Diet Coke. It sucks. So that's that. I don't know if I'll ever be able to enjoy a carbonated beverage again. It doesn't feel good. It tastes a little weird actually. But yeah, you can try it all you want. You're probably not gonna like it. Proteins or meats. Lean ground beef, poultry, meatloaf. I made a killer meatloaf. Ate that for a couple of days. Turkey meatballs, canned chicken, chicken sausage, chicken or turkey thighs without skin or legs, low sodium deli, chicken or turkey baked fish, scrambled eggs, omelets, soufflés, creamy natural peanut butter. Avoid fried meats, obviously, or fried fish or fried poultry, fatty sausages, fried eggs, bacon, nuts, seeds, red meat that's not ground, and white meat chicken. Those are all really hard things to digest, on top of the fact that the fried meats are tons of calories, and you know, you want to lose a lot of weight, and that certainly will slow things down if you're, you know, having too many calories. So anyway, I've made a meatloaf, which was wonderful. I bought my 900th air fryer, one that's small enough for our New York kitchen. And so I've done in there a couple of things, you know, fish, which is so easy. I can't even think of the things I've done in there, but this has been a pretty easy diet for me. Dairy, you can have your non-fat milk, low-fat milk, you know, all those things can be mixed with your protein powder. Low-fat cottage cheese, plain yogurt. You are supposed to avoid whole milk, creams, yogurts with added sugars, ice cream, or anything that's not made with a sugar substitute. I see a lot in these Facebook groups. Everybody's doing keto, which is like not what you're supposed to do. This isn't a high-fat, low-carb diet. This is a low-fat, low-calorie, high-protein diet. So, yeah. Fruits. Cooked, canned, unsweetened fruits, banana, melon, avocado. Avoid canned and syrup. Avoid coconut, other raw fruits that have membranes, especially grapes and apples. Hard to digest. Vegetables. Cooked vegetables, canned vegetables, fresh lettuce, vegetable soup, of course. Avoid other raw vegetables or tough vegetables such as like broccoli, corn, and then of course no fried vegetables. Your grains and your starches, you can have oatmeal, toasted bread. I've had my keto bread. I've had a piece of keto toast. It's like nothing. You could have a toasted English muffin, crackers, low-fat waffles, baked or boiled potato. You just want to stay within your ounces. You're supposed to avoid, again, coconuts, dried fruit, nuts, seeds, untoasted breads, sweetened cereals, donuts, all that. So I've had potato. I've had mashed potato. I did a mashed potato that was much lower in fat than any mashed potatoes I've ever made before. That was good. Your fats, you want to use low-fat mayonnaise. Low-fat Hellmann's is amazing, by the way. It tastes exactly the same. Low-fat sour cream, low-fat cream cheese, stuff like that. And then sweets, limit all sweets unless they're sugar-free. So it's not a hard diet to maintain. Things to keep in mind. If you can tolerate most foods on the good choices list, try to gradually introduce the try later list after 6 weeks. We'll get into that in another video. I don't want this to be too long. Follow the food order, eat your protein first, and then you can have your vegetables and other things after. So getting in that protein first is most important, which I understand. I've been doing good on proteins. I got a bunch of protein shakes, all types of different flavors. All that's been fine. Seafood and fish are easier to tolerate than beef or poultry. It's true, for whatever reason. It just sits better. It's easier to digest. I don't have any problems throwing up if I have seafood. But yeah, beef and poultry has been a little more difficult for me. The most difficult foods to stomach at this stage are red meat. True. I did a beef stew. And even though I did it in a slow cooker and the beef was just falling apart, it still was definitely harder to digest. White meat chicken, untoasted bread, rice pasta. I haven't had any pasta or raw vegetables. Everyone progresses at a different pace. If you're doing well and have no food intolerances, then you can add new food slowly to your diet. And then it says, you know, to take small bites, chew thoroughly about 25 times before swallowing, and eat very slowly. Each meal should take about 30 minutes. Again, challenge. And trying to get my liquids in. So it's been hard again with COVID, but I'm feeling pretty good. So I'm off to the races. Gonna start, you know, walking again. I can start exercising again here in like 2 weeks. Aim for 3 meals a day. Snacks are optional, but needed. And that's really it, other than if you're vomiting, these are some causes. Eating or drinking too quickly. This has happened. Skipping meals. This may cause severe hunger and could lead to overeating. That's happened to me. Not chewing thoroughly. That's happened to me. Overeating, which may result from eating too fast and not recognizing that you're satisfied. That's happened to me. Introducing a new food too soon. Nah, not really. I'm not throwing up because I'm introducing anything too soon. Drinking liquids along with meals. That'll make it throw up. I've done that. So remember that in time, your body will likely be able to eat and drink together. Be sure not to fall into that habit. If vomiting persists after you've accounted for all of the above, contact your doctor. So anyway, sorry for the super long video. That's 14 minutes. That's how I'm doing. My jawline is, you know, not back yet, but it's getting there. So again, yeah, feeling pretty good. 31 pounds down and ready to get back into this thing. So hope everybody has a great day and talk to you guys soon.